From the PEP Radio Newsroom, this is the morning news for December 4th, 2025. These are the stories we are covering at this hour. Federal agents began hitting the streets of New Orleans on Wednesday in the Trump administration's latest immigration crackdown across the United States, looking to round up immigrants accused of violent crimes, a Homeland Security official said. Masked agents patrolled a heavily Hispanic suburb in marked and unmarked vehicles, and a resident told the Associated Press he watched agents arresting men outside a home improvement store in New Orleans, a familiar scene that has played out in several major cities in recent months. Border Patrol Commander Gregory Bovino, who led enforcement operations in Chicago, Los Angeles, and Charlotte, North Carolina, met up Wednesday with agents assembling in a Home Depot parking lot. There are more than 200 Customs and Border Protection and U.S. Immigration and Customs Enforcement officials working on the New Orleans operation, according to a U.S. official who was not authorized to discuss the matter publicly. The objective is to make as many arrests as possible over at least 60 days. Homeland Security Department Assistant Secretary Tricia McLaughlin said in a statement that the New Orleans operation is targeting immigrants who were released after arrests for crimes such as home invasion, armed robbery, and rape. Venmo users have been having trouble sending and receiving money amid a service outage. Users of the payment app Venmo experienced trouble sending and receiving money on Wednesday amid widespread social media posts about service issues. Down Detector, a website that tracks online outages, showed reports that problems began spiking at about 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Venmo said in a post on the social platform X that it was working to address the breakdown. We're aware that some users are experiencing issues with Venmo right now, the company said. Our team is working on a fix and will update you as soon as it's resolved. Peer-to-peer payment apps have exploded in popularity in the last decade. Venmo had 92 million active users as of last year. 3 Omaha police officers were wounded, and a suspect in an earlier shooting was killed Wednesday in an exchange of gunfire at a gas station. The suspect, a man in his 20s, had earlier shot a 61-year-old man several times in the chest about noon at a grocery store, Police Chief Todd Schmatterer said. Officers obtained a license plate number from the scene and followed the suspect's car to the gas station, he said. The officers watched the suspect get out and enter a restroom. After additional officers arrived, they ordered the man out of the restroom and he came out firing, police said in a news release. One officer was struck before the suspect retreated back into the restroom. A bystander who was in the restroom when the shooting began managed to come out safely before officers again ordered the suspect out and a second shootout occurred. That time, a second officer was shot and a third was hit by shrapnel. The officers returned fire and the suspect was killed. The man who was shot at the grocery store was in critical condition. Turning to Pennsylvania news, a deer with the word pet spray painted on its sides in bright orange letters was found wandering about the community in Lebanon County, Pennsylvania. The Cornwall Borough Police Department said in a Facebook post that a very friendly, antlerless male deer walked up to a business in West Cornwall Township on Saturday. Both sides of the deer's body were marked with "pet" in fluorescent orange paint. Police said the deer didn't seem to be afraid of people and he acted like he wanted the officer to pet him. He didn't even run away when the officer turned on the cruiser's sirens. Instead, Mr. Deer hung around for about 45 minutes until he went on his way. A state game warden came out to take a report telling police that the deer was likely someone's pet that got too big and was left loose in the wild. The so-called owner must have spray painted it to keep it safe from hunters, police said. However, authorities are reminding people that it is illegal to keep deer as pets in Pennsylvania. Anyone with information about this deer is asked to call the Pennsylvania Game Commission at 833-742-4868. And that's the news at this hour. If you are watching our news videos on YouTube, please be sure to subscribe to our channel. PEP Radio is available on the Live 365 app, the PEP Radio page at paequality.com, Roku, and Alexa. Up next, we have the Meadville area weather forecast here on PEP Radio.